I have one. Let's see. I'm on my way to get the mail. Tuesday. Prince went to the vet. He had his checkup. I was sleeping when my partner took him because I was so tired because I hardly got any sleep last night. Because I was looking at the paperwork from the vet. He weighs over 37 pounds. It's like, really? Yeah, that's good to see a St. Bernard of having him for over a month. That's good to see that he has gained weight. But I knew he was getting close to 40 pounds because he's getting heavier and heavier to carry. I want to go get the mail. And I want to check into something as well. The sand filter and system that I bought I bought 2 years ago, and I bought that Coleman pool a year ago. I did some reading, and they are good systems. But I did some reading that over time the pump loses the power, and it seems like it has. It's just taken a lot longer to clear up. I bought a cheaper filter system yesterday at Menards to try to help it along. But I want to check to see how much a bigger sand filter is, because that one's 2 years old, and I did some reading and found out that the pump is only guaranteed for a year, but the filter tank itself is guaranteed for 25 years. Now, a lot of people were complaining, saying that after 1 year of use, it loses power, and I noticed when I plugged it in this year, it didn't seem like it was pulling very much water. It just didn't seem like it had the power it did the year that I bought it or last year. So I just want to see either replace the pump itself and keep the sand filter because there's nothing wrong with the filter, or buy a bigger filter system. Because it is 2 years old, and that was one of the cheaper ones, and now they're even cheaper than what I paid for them. I paid $350 for it, and it's now at $250, so they went down in price for that system. Because it seems like the water gets clear in certain spots and then it gets cloudy again. So, and the filter's working, so it is pulling stuff out, but I bought a cheaper one as a standalone filter to kind of help it a little bit better. And then what I will do is, let's see, because for $350, what I paid for that Hayward sand filter 2 years ago, it had good reviews, when I first bought it, and that was the main reason why I bought it. Well, I noticed a lot of people were reviewing it saying after a year to 2 years of use, the pump itself loses suction. And people said that they've tore it apart, and I guess they messaged Hayward, and Hayward said that they know that it's a known issue, that the pumps for that type of filter system do lose power because it's supposed to pump 30 gallons a minute. Well, I think it now pumps like 25 gallons a minute, and you can tell a difference compared to what it was. And even when I changed the sand, I thought that was the issue, but it wasn't. It has helped when I put that DE powder in, but it's helped very minimal. That DE filter aid for DE filters and sand filters, it's helped very minimal. That's why I bought a smaller standalone pump, and I will actually show you guys what I'm talking about because I will go out back. I got the standalone pump running right now. The sand filter will kick on here in a little bit. It is clear, but not as clear as what it should be for being open for almost a month. So I'm gonna see if I can try to find a relatively cheap, halfway decent sand filter pump setup. I'm just gonna look because I've looked online. I told my partner, I said, even if I do replace it, I said it'll be about next year because by then that filter system would be 3 years old. And the setup that I've got now, I can get it to work for a year. Why did I do that? I didn't need to eat. And this is the only reason why. This is the one I bought at Menards yesterday. It was last night. Because I've tried everything to get this sand filter, and according to what I read, that over time that the pump housing itself, the pump itself doesn't pull as much water as what it did when it was new, which is to be expected because it is 3 years old. Because this is the setup that we have now. And it's still hooked up and it's still pulling water. And as you can tell, it's not as clear as what it should be. So what I did, this is just temporarily, because when that one kicks on, I'll still have this one running because that'll help filter a little bit better. And what I did is I got this one running, and this one's actually starting to leak. Yes, that was the water from last night, which it could be, because I don't see any, because it would be wet over here. But I got this set up running for now. The other one does work, because I can kick on the timer. And I found out this cheaper one you can't put on a timer because it's got a GFCI type plug. And if I actually stop this, it will kick that off, and you can tell a difference. To see, this one's running now, and as you can tell, this used to fill up this top, and you can tell it doesn't fill up like it used to. And the water flow is minimal. I don't know how well the camera can pick it up, but it used to be better than what it was. It was better than this last year, but I did some reading, and it says over time that these cheaper pump motors right here, they end up wearing down, and they said the filter tank itself is fine, it's just the pump motor is just wearing down. And I priced just the pump motor itself, and it was like $400. It's like I paid $350 for the whole setup. It's like if I'm going to pay $400, I might as well buy a better one. So I just want to do some looking, because it is working and it still is hooked up. I just got that one set up temporarily because it'll pull out more of the stuff that this isn't pulling out. And it also doesn't help because there's a grain mill over there, and there's also solder, woodworking, and some of that sawdust and stuff gets in the pool. So it doesn't kind of help it either. But again, I'm not going to complain because I've had 2 years use out of that one, and it still works. It's just not working efficiently like it used to. The readings that I did, a lot of people had said that that was the big issue that they've had with that type of sand filter pump setup, and that there was nothing that could be done. So, and it would just be cheaper just to replace it. I may end up just throwing that on probably Facebook Marketplace next year, because it still works. It'll filter a smaller pool, just not this one. Because it says that it can continue running like that for like another 6 to 10 years. It's just it's not adequate enough for this pool anymore. It was when I first got it, but like I said, I got that one set up for now, and I'm gonna let that one run while I'm gone, because I just want to check. When I went to Menards to get that, they had another sand filter set up. It was like $150, and I was looking at it, and it looked kind of cheap and chintzy. Because like I said, I got 2 years out of that, and it still works. It's just the pump is not as powerful. Now I can buy a different type of pump for that, not the similar pump, but a different one, and they sell about $150. That is something I've considered, is just swapping out the pump but keep the sand filter tank, because all the good parts are inside the filter tank. It's just the pump motor itself is not as strong as what it used to be. So I am gonna look at options. If I can get that one to last another year, and then I may end up just throwing that like on Facebook Marketplace for like $50, because it would work for a smaller pool. I also bought at Menards this. Is a battery powered pool vacuum, but it's not rechargeable. It's not like the one I used to have, and it takes 8 AA batteries. So, but I'm going to stop it right here. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye.